Chicago, January of 2015. Morning, 7:15. Ethan Brooks is packing his lunch from home because eating outside isn't affordable. 22 years old. Entry-level job in a marketing firm. $42,000 salary. Sounds good. In reality, on $2,800 per month take home. Rent, $980. Student loan, $340. Utilities, $120. Left, $1,360 for the entire month. Dad works a government job and for 30 years. Mom teaches in a school. Both work hard. Both are tired. Life is comfortable, but tight. Always has been. Ethan remembers one thing from childhood. One night, he was 12 years old. Dad was sitting at the dining table looking at bills. Mom was in the kitchen. No one was talking. But tension was in the air. Ethan asked, "Dad, is everything okay?" Dad smiled and said, "Yes, son. Everything is fine." But that smile already was forced. That day, Ethan decided he never wants to feel this. February 2015. In the office, a coworker, James Cause, was reading something during lunch. The Total Money Makeover. Ethan asked, "What is this?" James said, "A personal finance book. It changed everything for me." Ethan laughed and said, "Bro, I'm just trying to survive right now. Finance later." But then James only said one thing. I used to think the same. That night, Ethan downloaded the book, $0, from a library app. Because in reality, the book cost $14.99, which he couldn't even think about at that time. But out of curiosity, he finished the book in 3 nights. And then one line stopped him. The best time to start investing was yesterday. The second best time is today. Ethan put the phone down, looked at the ceiling. Account had $8. But one thing was clear. He understood the system. And following it starts tomorrow. March 2015. Paycheck came, $2,800. For the first time, Ethan did something different. He invested first, then everything else. Greater than $50. Just $50. Opened an account on Fidelity. S&P 500 index fund. Transferred $50. Confirmation email arrived. Ethan stared at the screen. Nothing dramatic happened. No confetti, no celebration. Just $50 gone from the account. Friend asked, "What are you doing?" "Putting $50 into an index fund every month." Friend laughed. "Bro, what will $50 do? Buy Tesla. That'll 10 times. Ethan said nothing. But inside, a part of him agreed with the friend. Yeah, well, what will $50 even do? April, May, June. $50. $50. $50. Market, sometimes up, sometimes down. Portfolio, $147. Then $134. Then $156. No dramatic growth. It was boring. Genuinely boring. July of 2015. In the office, everyone was planning a Bahamas trip. $1,200 per person. Ethan didn't have $1,200. Then a friend said, "Come on, man, put it on a credit card." Ethan refused. Got work that weekend. He lied because saying the truth felt embarrassing. That weekend, Ethan worked alone while all friends were in the Bahamas. On Instagram, beaches, sunsets, drinks, photos. Ethan, in his apartment, eating ramen. FOMO was real, very real. But that same weekend, he did something, built a budget spreadsheet, properly, category by category. For the first time, he clearly saw where money was going. $340. Subscriptions and random expenses, everything stopped. $200. Started investing now, from $50 to $200. September 2015. Portfolio, $892. Nothing huge. But for Ethan, for the first time, money was making money. He was sleeping. And money was growing, slowly. Very slowly, but it was growing. And that one feeling, became addictive. Because January 2016, Ethan's company announced layoffs, 15 people. Starting from entry level, Ethan was entry level. One Friday, HR called him. "Ethan, we have to let you go. Today is your last day. Here is your severance, 2 weeks. $1,400. 2 weeks of expenses." Ethan walked out of the office and sat in his car, in Chicago's cold weather. Heater off, checked his phone. Checking, $840. Investments, $1,247. Total, $2,087. Rent, $980 coming. Student loan, $340. One thought came instantly. Just withdraw investments. It's an emergency. This is an emergency fund. Finger on the phone, app opened, sell button visible. But he stopped. He remembered the book. James's book. One line. Every time you pull out your investments and panic, you lock in your losses and reset your compounding clock. Ethan closed the app, put the phone down, took a deep breath. I won't touch investments. I'll figure something else out. Next morning, job hunt started. Updated resume, optimized LinkedIn. 10 applications daily. No response first week. Second week, 2 calls. Third week, interview. Meanwhile, an expenses cut. Gym membership never stopped. Streaming services one stopped. Eating out stopped. Ramen, eggs, bread, 6 weeks. But investments, untouched, not even once. February 2016. Got a new job. $46,000. $4,000 raise from before. On first paycheck, an increased investment from $200 to $250. Those 6 weeks on were the hardest. But those same 6 weeks were the most important. Because that's when he learned. The system only works when you follow it even in hard times. When everything inside you wants to break it, you still don't. 2017. Ethan is now 24 years old. New job, slightly better salary. Investment $250 per month, without fail. But then his friend's wedding came, June. Bachelor party, Las Vegas, $800 per person. Flight separate, total, around $1,400. Ethan had the money, but only if he pulled from investments. He didn't, and he said, I've got work that weekend. Same lie, same FOMO. On Instagram, the friends posting Vegas pictures for 3 days. Ethan, in Chicago, alone, Saturday night. This wasn't romantic. Movies show it like this, a hero quietly grinding. Background motivational music. Reality was lonely, boring, sometimes felt pointless, and there were moments when he wanted to quit completely, greater than 2018. Suddenly, crypto boom happened. Everyone was talking about Bitcoin. In the office, James. The same James who gave him the book. Ethan, I put $5,000 in Ethereum. It'll 10 times. Ethan seriously thought about it. $5,000? He was used to investing now. Why not crypto? One night he researched, saw volatility, saw risk, then checked his portfolio. $18,400. 3 years of slow, boring investing. $18,400. He thought, if this $18,400 goes to zero in a crash? No, he couldn't do it. He stayed in index funds, didn't touch crypto. 2019, crypto crashed. James' $5,000 became $800. James said nothing. Ethan said nothing. But something happened then. For the first time, Ethan looked at his portfolio and smiled. $31,000. No one noticed. No flex. But that number was quietly growing. While everyone was chasing drama, Ethan's system was working silently, and then came 2020. Ethan is 27 years old. COVID lockdown, world stopped. Market crashed March, portfolio $31,000 to $19,400. $11,600 gone in 1 month. For the first time, he was genuinely scared. Hands shook. He wanted to sell. Really badly. But he remembered 2016. Layoff. Sitting in the car. Chicago cold. He didn't break then. Why break now? He didn't sell. Instead, he increased investment from $250 to $400 monthly. Salary had increased. $58,000 now. Extra money went into the market because he thought, it's on discount. December the 2020. Market recovered. Portfolio $44,000. From $19,400 to $44,000 in 1 year. Compounding and recovery together. Then something unexpected happened. A feeling. I am okay. Job was there. Good thing. Even if job wasn't there, a few months could be survived. For the first time, my financial anxiety reduced. Not gone. Just reduced. 2021. Promotion came. $72,000. Ethan didn't change lifestyle. Same apartment. Same Honda. Extra $14,000 invested. Monthly investment became $800. 2022. Portfolio $112,000. Ethan is 29 years old. One night he opened a calculator. 4% rule. Safe withdrawal rate. 4% of $112,000. $4,480 per year. $373 per month. Not enough yet, but direction was clear. Another thing started in 2022. Dividends started coming. $180. First time. He didn't work for it. Money came by itself. Ethan reinvested it. But that feeling, money makes money, it became real for the first time. Not theory. Real. Then came March 2023. Ethan is 30 years old. Wakes up, makes coffee, opens laptop, portfolio, $280,000. Calculator again. 4% rule. 4% of $280,000. $11,200 per year. $933 per month. Rent and basic expenses covered. Job is still there. $78,000 salary. But for the first time, job meant something different. Earlier, job was necessity. Now, job is choice. That morning, boss email came. Ethan, need this project done over the weekend. Earlier, he would say yes, silently, reluctantly. This time, he replied, I won't be available this weekend. We could discuss Monday. Send, no shaking hands. No knot in stomach. Because behind him, $280,000. Not just a safety net, a launching pad. Financial freedom doesn't mean Lambos, mansions, retiring on a beach. It means something else entirely. First time you can say no. First time you're not forced to obey urgency. First time Monday feels optional. And if he could go back in time, he would tell 22-year-old Ethan 3 things. First, it's not about the amount. It's about starting. $50 was the beginning. $50 felt small and laughable, but it became $280,000. Second, boring decisions are the best decisions. No 10-time stocks, no crypto bets, just S&P 500 index fund every month. Boring, but it worked. Third, lifestyle inflation is the biggest enemy. Salary went from $42,000 to $78,000. Lifestyle didn't change. Every raise was invested, not spent. That was the difference. Ethan still lives in Chicago. Same simple apartment, almost. Slightly bigger now, paid in cash. Same Honda. Still there. But every morning, he wakes up before the alarm. Because now, waking up is his choice. This wasn't overnight success. It took 8 years. Boring, slow, sometimes lonely. But every month, and without fail, he followed the system. You can do it too, from $50 today, because 8 years will pass anyway. The question is, but yeah, where will you be in those 8 years?